always considered myself a dancer. I always loved to dance. But growing up in rural Newfoundland in the 70s and 80s, there weren't any ballet schools or jazz schools or classes. So I never did take a class. I think I'm actually lucky that I didn't, because I've been short and voluptuous since I was a teenager, which really means that had I taken those classes, I probably would have given up because I wasn't the right body shape or size. So I just continued to dance for enjoyment and at social occasions and loved it. Well, I think that was until I found Bellydance, or it kind of found me, really. For a number of years, I noticed the continuing studies brochures at MUN, and they would have listed beginner's belly dance classes, and I always thought about taking them. They always caught my interest, but they never ever matched my schedule, or I had, things that conflicted or things that I needed to do. So I just never got to do them. The more I ignored it, it seemed like the more that belly dance came to my attention through other means. So I guess I was growing more and more intrigued as time went on. And then came the year I turned 40. And believe me, I wasn't taking it very well. Unfortunately, I was looking at my 40th birthday as a time to look back and see all the things that I hadn't done with my life that I wanted to do. And I was sorry about that. So that year, in April, when the brochure came in my mail, I looked at it and I thought, yeah, this year I'm going to do it. So I convinced my sister and my friend to take it with me, because I figured it was better to be publicly humiliated with people that I at least cared about and who cared about me. Anyway, first class. The classes were being held in the multipurpose room of the junior high school, and believe me, cement block walls and student murals were not exactly my idea of where I thought I would be taking my first belly dance class. I have to admit, I did have that idea in my head that it would be some exotic locale. Anyway, exotic it wasn't, but fun it was. Stacy was our teacher, and she was engaging and enthusiastic, and before long, she had us doing head slides and hip circles and forgetting all about the smell of chalk and dirty sneakers. But something else happened. There was something ignited in me that night. Something ignited in my spirit. For the first time, I felt beautiful. And not just the beautiful you feel when somebody says, oh yeah, you look nice today, or even that beautiful when you catch yourself in the mirror. You're all done up for a fancy occasion and you look good. No, this was different. This was a beautiful that went way, way down deep. This was a beautiful that spoke of power and of purpose, of a divine mystery, a connection to other women. And it spoke to a lot of things in me that I guess I had always let other voices and other people's opinions put out in me, put down. I couldn't help it. Every time we danced during those 6 weeks, I felt that way. And I took it home, and I carried it around with me for the entire week until the next class, and I couldn't wait to feel that feeling again. These were dance moves that were made from my body, and they felt good. So, at the end of the 6 weeks, Stacy told us about workshops that were going on this summer being held by the Neighbourhood Strays, because she was a member of the troupe. Well, I took all of those workshops, and every time I danced, I felt the same way. So when September came, I enrolled in my first 10-week beginner's class. You can believe me. I think I went kind of from, casual flirtation to huge crush to serious long-term relationship with Bellydance at that point. Anyway, I took my first 10-week class, and then I carried on taking classes with the Neighbourhood Strays, and every time I danced, I felt that same passion, that same feeling, that same rush. And when we danced at Summer Dance that next summer, stepping on stage, thought my heart was going to come out of my chest. But as soon as we started to perform, it felt fantastic. That September, I was invited to join the troupe. And I did. And I was honored. I was really honored to join such a talented, smart, strong group of women. And I'm still honored to be part of that. But something else has happened. I now teach classes. And I love it because I get to see that same spirit, that same passion ignited in my students. I get to hear that joy in their voice when they say, "Can we do that choreography again?" And I get to see their whole bodies glow from within after the first performance. I feel, by teaching, that I get to give them something that I was given. I get to give them the gift of knowing that they're as beautiful as I felt the first time I belly danced.